Welcome to Ohio Airgun Shooter. On today's video, we have the H&K VP9 from Umarex. It is a 43 caliber CO2 powered paintball marker, and it is from the T4E Training for Engagement line of paintball markers by Umarex. It is a 1-to-1 replica of the H&K VP9 9mm semi-automatic pistol. It has a metal slide and a polymer frame. It comes in this hard plastic case. And besides the gun itself, you have a few other items included, such as the interchangeable back straps, and there's also kind of like side straps on here as well, so you can make the grip even a little bit more fatter if you desire. The small are already installed, and here you have a medium and I believe a large. At the top of the grip, there's a pin that you need to tap out in order to remove and then reinstall the desired size that you would like. The little side straps have a different thickness to them, and there's a left and a right. It's clearly marked with a right or a left. Also included is the cleaning cord, and there's also an extra spring for rubber balls, so you can switch out from paintball to rubber balls. However, I have already installed the rubber ball spring. It's a little bit more stiffer than the paintball spring, but you do get your cleaning cord, and then you also get the Allen key for piercing the CO2 cartridges. They do make a quick piercing magazine for this VP9. However, I just have a Allen style tightening magazine. Also included are these leaflets. One is the standard Umarex "Do not return this item to the store" leaflet, and then there's a T4E leaflet, and then here is the owner's manual. There's always great information in these, so I do recommend reading them. Right here it shows you how to change out the springs. And it comes in several different languages. Just paging through it briefly, I didn't come across any technical specifications. I'll take a closer look at it later. Here on the end of the case, it does have the claim velocity printed, so we'll see how close we can come to that using different projectiles. Now, the HK VP9, I wasn't all that familiar with it about a year and a half ago. I was visiting my local outfitter store, and I saw one sitting behind a counter. It was actually just a spring-powered gun. I don't know, I think it was like $30 or something, but it caught my eye, and I just wanted to purchase it and just check it out. And I kind of fell in love with the design, the ergonomics of the styling, and it just really started to like this style of gun, the HK VP9. So I was trying to decide between this one and just a steel BB version, and so I broke down and I got this one instead. It does have a dropout magazine. The release is ambidextrous. It's more in line with the Walther style magazines. Was that the PPQ? Being that it has two different springs, one for paintballs and then the other for rubber balls. To access the Allen screw, you just slide this plate forward, and then you can insert your Allen key to tighten. And then you got to pull it all the way off. Be careful that the spring doesn't have any tension on it, and that there's a little plastic like detent underneath. You kind of need to somehow depress, and it will slide right off. If you let that little piece go flying with the spring, you might lose it. That little takedown lever is it's just molded into the bottom of the frame. It's non-functional, so I don't think you can take the slide off unless you maybe remove this pin. But I really have no desire to take it off at this moment. Now it does lock back after the last shot. It does have a see-through port here. And then the slide catch is ambidextrous, as you can see here, from both sides. Very nice. I like that. I like the long slide release lever right there. It does have white dot sights, front and back. Look as though they're non-adjustable. Clearly, with all paintball markers, this has a smooth bore barrel. I don't know if I can get the light in there good enough to take a look at it and see a little bit. I think my daughter used up my laser / flashlight playing with the cats. Need to put some new batteries in it. The plastic / polymer seems to be of very nice quality. Have the rail underneath the front for accessories such as lights, lasers, etc. Does have some very faint white lettering for some warnings on the bottom of the trigger guard, and just some subtle white on the right side of the air gun paintball marker. You see it's not too bright, just kind of blends right in with the gun, and it pretty much disappears with any type of glare on the side there. The HK VP9 feels really good in the hand. It's one of the most comfortable guns, paintball markers, air guns that I've ever held, and I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of really grown accustomed to it and fell in love with it. Here's the 6mm Airsoft version that I bought. It's just a spring-powered plastic BB gun. It just I shoot 12 to 20 gram BBs out of it, and I mean, they're virtually identical. It's just the Airsoft is just all plastic, and it's a lot lighter, but holding them in the hand, I mean, when I first held this thing, it just felt like it just belonged in my hand, and just I really liked it, and I knew I had to get another of some kind. And when I finally when I saw that these were for sale, I've never seen them. I got it on Amazon, and I'd never seen it on there before. And when I saw them, I knew I had to get one because I really liked them. So yeah, I definitely had to break down and buy another one. I might even have to get the BB version at a later date. But yeah, they just feel good. They want to be held. HK really knew what they were doing with this, and I mean, even though this is by Umarex, still HK just this very good job in this VP9. Now the rattle is very minimal. I think most of it's just from the slide, so it's not bad at all. In fact, you might not even pick it up on the video. It's just so minute. It's not a full blowback, and the slide kind of the spring in the slide feels kind of weak. It doesn't have a really hard type of slam to the slide. So maybe it will be a lot more efficient with each CO2 capsule. I mean, this spring-powered Airsoft actually has a stronger slide release than the 43 caliber paintball marker. Now, this is my Glock 17 Gen 5 paintball marker, and I'll show you the difference between this slide release and the VP9s. It's much snappier. Even though this isn't a full blowback either, it just has a more snappy slide release than the HK. Similar magazine. I don't think they're interchangeable. I mean, with the Glock version, which is also by Umarex, you don't need to swap out springs. There's just one spring for both paintballs and other projectiles such as rubber balls, 9M balls, etc. Now the trigger on a Glock is very heavy. It's gotten a little better since I gotten it, but it's still a very heavy trigger. And already I can already feel the difference between the HK VP9 and the Glock 17's trigger. It's definitely a lot lighter. Quick check to see if these are interchangeable. Yeah, the VP9s won't even go into the Glock. It'll slide in, but it won't lock into place just because of the way the bottom is. It's different, and it just does not seat properly. Different design, so they aren't interchangeable, and that's too bad. I was kind of hoping I could save some money on buying an extra magazine, because they're not very cheap. So there you have it, the HK VP9 from Umarex. This is just one in the line of T4E training for engagement paintball markers, brought to you by Umarex. Again, it's a 43 caliber CO2 powered paintball marker. However, it can shoot nylon balls, rubber balls, steel rubber balls, and I would assume aluminum balls as well. We'll do that in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.